100-word OGAM VCVW Vowel Consonant Vowel Dictionary, which we have also uploaded on the internet. We're looking for people to actually join this line of research and inform the world, because there's a lot of hunger for Igbo language and Igbo culture right now. The sad story of, so this is titled Igbo, the Source of the Human Species, World Languages and World Civilizations. A public lecture delivered by Professor Acholonu to the Center for African Studies and the Department of English and General Studies, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Nigeria. The sad history of the Igbo archaeological artifacts is the story of the stillbirth of an epoch-making discovery that could have reshaped world history as we know it. Had Thurston Shaw, the British archaeologist who excavated Igbo, revealed the hidden truth of what he found in Igbo land in the 1950s to the world. The story of Igbo is a parody of a forgotten civilization that once gave the world its oldest mother tongue, the first global lingua franca, the oldest surviving writing system, and an ancient holistic technology known and studied today in many parts of the world as sacred geometry. That civilization was the locale where the events that shaped ancient Egypt, Sumer, Hindu Kush, played out, among others. It was a city located in the rainforest of West Africa, but left indelible marks on the sands of time, all of which had been lost until now. After 20 years of intensive research, the Acholonu Research Center produced 3 major works on the subject of the West African prehistoric origins of human civilization. We call these works the Adam Trilogy because of the fact that the one central theme that runs through the 3 works, which was fully developed in Book 2, Igbo, equally been silenced, and its potential impact on the world history shortchanged. Many do not know that implements were found in Igbo land, which means that Igbo hominids were the oldest, and that until anyone proves otherwise, and that has not yet happened, the earliest ancestors of the Igbo were the first humans to walk the earth. In religious parlance, the first humans would be called Adam. In Igbo land, the first humans are called Adama. Or you call them Ndembo, or you call them Ndiegede, or you call them Akwashi. After man fell, man became Adam. But before man fell, man was Adama. We won't go into the details of this, but you will know that Hebrew records say that Adam was Adama before the fall. Incidentally, in Igbo land, we have the Adama, who are the first people, the not created people, the children of evolution, who say they have been here from the beginning of time, and they came from nowhere, and that they came from the earth. These are issues treated in our works by comparison with religious literature from different parts of the world, mythologies, origins of man, anthropology, paleontology, archaeology. We have been able to ascertain that Igbo Adama were the uncreated, that Adam was the fallen man, the man who was recreated from the Adama. And the Adama were the divine beings, but the Adam were the men who fell. And in Igbo land, I have fallen is Adam. Adam. So we feel there is a relationship here. The Adam Trilogy, totaling about 1,500 pages of research information, created and titled, as we have read out, They Lived Before Adam won the 2009 International Book Awards in USA under the Multicultural Non-Fiction category. It also won two awards at the 2009 Harlem Book Fair in New York. And its presentation to an international audience in New York was aired thrice on C-SPAN Book TV in the months of July and August. Of these first people, the immediate pre- and post-Deluge civilization that came to be known in ancient Egypt as Yebo, in Igbo land as Igbo. Later, it was changed to Igbo, and in Greece, in much later years, that ancient city was called Heliopolis, City of the Sun. Accumulated linguistic, archaeological, and ethnographic evidence show that an ancient civilization of international proportions was situated in ancient Nigeria from as early as 12,000 BC to as late as 1,500 BC. This civilization was the offshoot of the sunken continent of Atlantis, but also its rival. In fact, it was as a result of a world war between these rival kingdoms that Atlantis was decimated by a resident deity of the Kwa nation, known in Yoruba land in Ifa mythology as Igbo Olodumare. Through the first son, Ella, known in ancient Igbo land as Ele, in Yoruba land as Ella, and in Hebrew mythology as El. Now we go introduction. The first hominids to walk the planet Earth did so in Igbo land. This is a very fundamental statement, one that marks an equally fundamental shift in the history of the evolution of the human species. Yet, we did not make it up. The information that informed this claim was provided by archaeologists from this very University of Nigeria, this very citadel of learning, where I now sit and speak to you. You gave the world this very important piece of information, but what are we doing with it? British faculty members of the University of Nigeria, that early man lived in Igbo land by at least 500,000 BC is very fundamental, because to this very day, many fossils of hominids have been discovered in many parts of the world, including East and Southern Africa, but none of these rival those of Igbo land in time and dating. On the contrary, recent discoveries by paleontologists from a French university led by Professor Michael Brunet, see online, has provided support to the discovery of the UNN team of archaeologists. Brunet and his team, at a public lecture delivered in 2002 at Nikon Hilton Hotel, Abuja, announced that Australopithecus, the direct ancestors of Homo erectus, lived in the Nigeria-Chad basin by 7 million BC. This is the earliest date so far obtained for the ancestors of Homo erectus. This date is older than the date provided for Lucy by 4 million years, and for every other hominid so far found. The Chad-Nigeria basin is only a few hundred kilometers away from Igbo land. The implication of this discovery vis-a-vis the Anozie claim is phenomenal. For the former actually confirms the latter and suggests that the Anozie dating might have been underestimated, as is often the case with archaeological datings in colonial Nigeria. If we draw a graph for this segment of the human development, it will simply read as follows. Australopithecus to Homo sapiens, the first erect standing hominids. Australopithecus to Homo erectus, the first erect standing hominids. Homo erectus to Homo sapiens, the first thinking man. Homo sapiens to Homo sapiens sapiens, modern man, intelligent man. Australopithecus was not yet Homo, but his successor on the human evolutionary ladder, Homo erectus, otherwise called cavemen, were the first to make the leap away from the primitive animals by standing erect and by using their forelimbs as hands for holding things and for eating, rather than their predecessors who simply tore their food with their mouths, their teeth. Since Igbo land was the oldest habitation of Homo erectus, it simply means that it was in Igbo land that the development from animals to humans took place. Very interestingly also, we have found that this discovery is backed up by the ancient traditions from Igbo land, Igbo heartland.